toxicity. City.
Remember this song from Tony Hawk? I'm gonna say Pro Skater 3.
Drug dealing just to get by, dude. Stacking money till it gets sky high. We're supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, we still alive. So throw your hands up in the sky.
He brings a gun to school.
Wow.
Like, they don't even bleep it, it just goes, and he. 3 beats.
Oh, wow. Damn, and you can't stop playing the song. Like, that's Michael Jackson's status, that song.
Oh, yeah, the song's like playlist.
Yeah, you have to play it. You know, you can't not play the song. You know, it's like Thriller. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby.
That was in like every teen movie in the early 2000s. I was just watching a funny one. Have you ever seen She's All That?
Yeah, with Amanda Bynes.
No, dude, thank you. I'm so glad you said that because I thought the same thing for years. Until, I guess my girlfriend brought it up like a couple months ago where she was like, have you ever seen She's All That? And I was like, yeah, with Amanda Bynes. You were thinking of She's the Man.
Oh.
Where she like, I don't even know, man. That movie's probably coming.
She pretends to be a dude, yeah. Yeah, it's probably problematic.
Probably very problematic, man.
Damn.
But She's All That is with Jennifer Lee Cook, I think is her name. I realized that it's basically. Have you ever seen Not Another Teen Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that. Yeah.
Like 90% of that movie, you know, like how scary movies based off of Scream, kind of, but they do other horror movie spoofs.
Yeah, like the glasses and makeover and
Yeah, like Not Another Teen Movie is
the core plot.
Yeah, She's All That. Like the concept is the star high school quarterback is dating, you know, the popular hot girl, and she is a model, and she's like doing like a commercial, and the director like spots her and is like, "You're gonna be a star someday," and you know, basically she becomes like a huge star overnight and like leaves the star quarterback, like popular kid in high school. So then like his friends are busting his balls, and like, you know, you're not gonna get another girl. He's like, nah, like I can get anyone. I can make anybody prom. So he makes a bet with his friends, or his friends make a bet. That ugly geeky girl over there, who's not ugly whatsoever. She is a smoke show. She's like a Hollywood star actress.
Yeah.
She's like wearing glasses. Yeah. And like a baggy t-shirt.
Yeah,
or something.
no bun.
Cool.
Got her hair up in a bun, obviously.
And she hangs out with all the losers. So their friends are like, yeah, all right, that's the girl. We bet you can't make her prom queen by whenever prom is, like 2 months from now. And, you know, star quarterback, popular guy's like, all right, bet. I got this in the bag. Like, he walks over and says hi to her nerdy friend. He's like, what's up, James? And the kid's like, he knows my name. And she's like, that's not your name. His name's like Billy. He's like, whatever. Anyway, what's your name?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Greg.
Yeah.
She starts falling for him and ends up finding out that it was a bet. What am I, just a bet to you? This is all for nothing?
Yeah, not another teen movie.
I had no idea that this movie existed. I always thought Not Another Teen Movie was based off of Varsity Blues, but
which some of it was. Yeah.
It's kind of it's similar stories in a way.
Yeah, scary movie.
High school
formula. Yeah.
But yeah, like the concussion joke with Billy Bob, like that was from Varsity Blues.
Right. Yeah.
Remember there's like a counter?
Oh yeah.
He just keeps hitting his head on like the locker.
Oh yeah.
And everything.
Both are great movies.
And it's like so 90s, She's All That. They do I think there was like a meme or like a GIF out there that you've probably seen where they just like they're at prom and they just like break out. It's like a dance scene,
Right.
like very 90s style, like
Yeah.
choreographed.
High School Musical.
Everybody's doing the same dance
Yeah.
on the dance floor
the
to like
hell?
the song that everybody knows at the time.
Anyway, so we've been talking about She's All That. And Varsity Blues and other popular movies that are, modern and topical references.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hey Man, Listen Man. I'm Matt.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my name. I'm Tim.
And welcome back. And hope everybody had a nice week and starting a new week now. So, I hope 2 or 3 weeks in the future, whenever this comes out, that y'all have a nice week in the future, including me, future Matt. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're still alive.
Not likely.
Why would you say that?
I mean,
What?
if we had to put numbers on it, like
Dude, 2 or 3 weeks?
if we brought Vegas into this, they would, it would be
What are my odds?
alive plus 200.
Shit, dude. That doesn't bode well.
Dead minus 350.
Listen, future Matt, I give you permission to punch future Tim for the joke that he said in the past.
Well, listen, I hope you're having a good week now, or, you're listening to this in the future, so I hope you had a good week this week. And, you're still remembering that, and that's still bringing joy to your life in the future.
That's right, future
And-
Matt. And future Tim, you can fuck yourself.
Dude, future Tim does not like you.
Dude, future Tim. Future.
I know.
Well, that's bullshit. I mean, you can just.
Current Tim likes you, but I just...
Dude.
I know.
That's not. Come on.
'Cause I'm-
Future.
I am a time traveler. Like Loki, I've learned to control my time slipping.
Dude. What do you think about this season?
Did you finish it?
I did not finish it. Did it end?
What?
Oh, yeah, the new episode was yesterday or last week
Yeah,
for
see.
everybody else 2 weeks ago.
Oh, man, when you were like, I want to talk about Loki today, I'm like, let's go, dude. I finished it.
Oh, no.
It came out yesterday
Oh,
morning.
no. All right, so you can't. We have to talk about it. You have to time travel again into before you saw that episode.
Well, I mean, we could talk about up to
Up to the finale,
where you left off.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy place to leave off.
Yeah. I mean, it just aired a few hours ago, right? Like,
It's Friday night right now. It came out, Thursday at midnight. So
yeah, a few hours. So
it's been over, 36 hours. It's been
fair
out.
enough. I have not watched it. Yeah.
And it's...
Are you satisfied?
The thing to say about Loki is it is putting the MCU on its back right now.
Wow.
And it's the only franchise I think that's salvageable at the moment.
Damn.
And they're doing big things, as you can tell with what you've seen so far. It's very big stakes involved.
That's true. That's true.
And everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't watch Loki generally follows a brother of Thor who is a main Avenger in the Avengers series, and he has been a villain and a good guy, flip-flop back and forth, but since having his own show, has been involved in something called the Time Variant Authority.
TVA.
Yeah, and Time Variance Authority, who are essentially time cops, and they're like a...
They keep track of the timelines, like the multiverse branching of timelines. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I think is kind of the main thing about this season to talk about. It's just like there's a line in this season where it's not a spoiler, so I'll just say it. Loki kills himself, right? He prunes himself.
Right.
And he
Which
looks,
is not a sexual term.
and he prunes himself from behind, ironically. And he is talking right after that. Directly in front of him is
Right.
Loki,
Himself. Yeah.
another variant of him who is a female Loki.
Okay.
And he says to her, as if he's speaking to the audience, he says, I promise this will all make sense soon.
Right.
And at that point, when he says that,
Yeah.
it was so necessary because I was like, dude, what's going on, man? There's a lot of
there's a lot of things I still don't entirely have my head wrapped around, you know.
Yeah, listen, you're going to finish this season and still kind of feel that way.
Yeah, obviously.
Until Screen Rant puts out an article or two.
Exactly, yeah.
Or a dozen.
Yeah,
because
shout out to Screen Rant.
some stuff happens, and it's a lot of, you know, time travel, like, fuckery going on.
Right.
To keep track of it. It's a lot to wrap your head around of where are we at this point. You know, characters are slipping through time.
Yeah, because there was more than one. I mean, there was a lot of times. Actually, there's maybe 3 times throughout that season where Loki came in contact with Loki from a different point in time, and that, for me, you know, makes it a little bit confusing. The show's built this way, but specifically this season, I've been suspicious pretty much all the way through. You know, I've had suspicions all the way through. And, you know, you've seen it, and I don't want any indication, but I've been suspicious of the character that they call, OP or something? OB.
OB.
Yeah, OB.
And I'm here to tell you, having seen it all, your theory's wrong. But I think you know that already at this point.
Okay.
It was a valid theory for maybe a couple of episodes, but...
But they have to replace Kang. I mean, Kang's tied up in courts, okay? Kang court.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to address the outcome of Kang or anything like that, but I think it's by far the best quality MCU show, top to bottom, like every season. There's been a lot of flops when it comes to recent Marvel, TV especially. And I don't know if you're reading the headlines right now with Kevin Feige and, you know, the whole MCU mafia. They're kind of in a panic right now. Things are not going well over there.
You know, I love Kevin Feige, but we'll survive without him. You know, I think it'll be fine as long as we don't get Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, Kathleen.
Everything.
South Park just buried Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh yeah, dude. Everything will be fine as long as we don't have Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, because you know,
the only thing she ever did right was Dave Filoni, which she didn't do, but she has supported him, you know, throughout all this.
Right, we all know that she's responsible for the Star Wars
Skywalker saga.
The
Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Let me save you from what's happening.
Episodes 7 through 9.
7 through 9.
Yeah. Which are notoriously known as, you know...
the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, well, no, I was going to say bad. They're just...
Yeah.
People kind of just refer to them as the new bad Star Wars movies at this point.
Yeah. They're shit.
Yeah.
Although... I'll tell you, each one of them has moments, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but for me, each one of them has moments out of context that continuously get better and gain value every time I watch.
Yeah, I mean, let's not talk about them, though, really. Let's focus on Loki, because
that's fun.
We can do a whole breakdown of those Star Wars movies at another time. Bill.
I mean, at the end of the day, right, the only question I have about Loki for you is I mean, you said it's the best one, but it's
not saying much, really, right? Saying it's the best one because, like, She-Hulk, well, I didn't think it was bad. I thought She-Hulk was good until the last episode, and then became a mockery of itself.
Yeah.
It was a literal WTF moment. WandaVision, kind of similar. Started off really good, really hot, and ended cold. But overall, average, maybe above average, not great.
Keep going.
What's his name? Hawkeye was a decent show. Christmas time, a year or two ago. But Loki's way better. There's, you know, a lot of big things going on. A lot of big changes with the timeline. A lot of big implications for the future, which the other shows for MCU, they felt small stakes. But another thing that Loki has going for it is it's got a character that's been around. It's not a new character.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, the issues with Feige and all them, they're talking about bringing Iron Man back. And
I don't want to get into that because I've been steering clear of all those articles. I don't want spoilers and whatever. I don't want to talk about that.
But we know that the Marvels came out today,
right?
And
yeah,
I think it's 51% right now on Rotten Tomatoes, which usually Disney and MCU movies in general start off very high,
right?
Regardless if they're good or bad.
Yeah. So
it's not a good sign that it's starting at 50.
No one's expecting 60%. A lot from the Marvels, so
really,
I think the bar is low.
I think Disney was at one point.
To be frank,
they dumped a lot of money into that movie.
To be frank, Captain Marvel was pretty bad. The movie.
Yeah, it's become like the most mocked. I'd say. Of all
they had Jude Law. They dropped the Jude ball.
They did. Fumbled.
Hey Jude, don't kill me off.
Yeah, bad movie. A lot of bad CGI even.
Write a bad script and make it better. Sorry, I'm still going with Hey Jude.
Well, they rewrote that script 100 times and they did not make it better.
No, it did not. The cat's cool.
Yeah, but what's interesting with Loki, you're going to watch the end of Loki and you're going to say, wait, what happened in Ant-Man with Kang?
Yeah, fair enough.
Because, big things happened in Ant-Man, too. Remember, there was a scene where there was an infinite number of Kangs.
So, yeah, a city of them, yeah.
And, what happened to all that?
Ant-Man and the team, including the Wasp and Little Wasp, or whatever. And then
they took care of it, yeah.
Grandpa Ant-Man, and then Grandma Wasp. They all got together as a family.
Yeah. It was the B movie.
They defeated
Jerry Seinfeld.
That movie had MODOK.
Yes. Another possibly laughable movie, some would say.
Yeah, I mean,
the
CGI
I would say
it's notable.
The CGI in that movie's atrocious.
Some parts?
I can't believe they did MODOK like that.
Well, yeah. Well, how are you supposed to do MODOK? If you can't get Dinklage, can you do MODOK?
I've read in the industry that the CGI people are all over that movie. What is Disney doing? It looks like they're just rushing movies out. I don't have the eye for it like they do, but they're saying there's scenes in that movie where the background just isn't finished.
Oh, I mean,
they just didn't even try.
I'm of the school of thought that CGI has progressively gotten worse over the past 10 years. That 10 years ago we had better CGI than we have now. And if you look at movies like The Flash, where they're in Russia and all of a sudden they're in a desert and the horizon is completely flat and there's nothing on the horizon at all. No, but talk about bad CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, it terrible. It looks like they made it in a studio room. It just looks terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I like The Flash as well, but it was almost like they just committed to bad CGI.
A lot of DC has been bad CGI.
Yeah, that's
pretty much all of them.
Yeah, except for obviously Man of Steel, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, because there just wasn't much CGI.
But what was the first one?
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins has horrendous CGI.
Really bad. The Scarecrow scenes.
Horrendous, dude. The city.
I feel like I need glasses in those scenes.
Oh man, dude, it felt more like a Tim Burton movie when the city became engulfed with the gas.
Yes, it's out of focus.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
It's so bad.
Terrible.
But great movie, story-wise.
Yeah, like The Flash. Yeah.
It's the thing with these superhero movies. You don't need great CGI sometimes. I just think they go too far with it. There's a lot of things they could do practically that they don't, for whatever reason. I'm not a director. I don't know the ins and outs. There's probably some reason behind it logistically. But I think your opinion, where you think CGI used to be better, I think it stems from it used to be more of a mixture of practical and CGI, and now they just say, CGI is so good we can just rely on it.
Yeah,
just put the actor in front. I think I saw Mandalorian is just shot.
Oh yeah,
all green screen, 360 around the actor.
Most of the Disney shows, even Star Wars shows, have implemented a new studio that they have, which is a 3D. It's not even green screen.
Yeah, it's like an LED.
3D, it's an LED like screen.
Yeah, like computer screen.
And it goes all the way around them, and they're able to basically film and make it look like,
insane. Because I think Mandalorian looks awesome
at moments, yeah. But then once you know that, watch it again, and you'll see the difference. As much as Ahsoka is getting hate, for some of the script, the difference between how that looks and Mandalorian looks is that in Ahsoka they implemented a lot of practical sets and practical effects, which they didn't do in Mandalorian, or they're doing it more over time. Yeah. Like Boba had a lot more practical stuff, so it looked a little better. But dude, if you watch the Ahsoka scene where it's more or less a flashback, and she's a kid again fighting in the Clone Wars with Anakin.
Yeah.
That scene is horrendous.
It's all smoke.
It is all smoke. It's all orange smoke. It is made in that room.
It's obvious that's how you save money with CGI. Is you make things dark
and
cloudy.
You can excuse it away. You can you can say, oh, it was a dream state. It was it was meant to be hazy. It's her memory.
Yeah, well, I think there was kind of a valid excuse. Yeah, it was she was in the the Force realm or something during that.
The world between worlds.
Yeah, okay. So who knows what that looks like? I've never been there. Could be foggy.
Yeah. It was a Force vision, so okay, fine. But if you have to excuse it like that, if you have to explain it for me to be all right, I guess it's okay, then it's not acceptable.
I'm talking more things talk about Ahsoka, the whales. I thought the whales looked great.
Yeah, they did.
And that's something that could easily be messed up.
That's true, you're right.
It all looked very realistic to me, so.
And I would put, those effects on the level with the new Avatar. And we're talking,
a decade.
Hundreds of millions of dollars of a difference in a special effects budget. You know what I mean?
10 years doing the CGI.
10 years making it. And it looks as good as, the Ahsoka whales.
I would maybe even argue Ahsoka whales look better because they're more realistic. Whereas Avatar feels so bright almost. It's almost
they did
fake.
Ahsoka well. It looked right. Ahsoka was good.
I think it was a phenomenal season. I don't know why anybody's giving it hate about the script.
Yeah, some of the lines were.
That's Star Wars, man. Star Wars has some.
I agree with them on that to a point.
Awkward scripts.
Yeah. But I agree. No, the script. The show was good, but the script, left. And I'm not talking about the plot was good, but the script in terms of just dialogue was rough at some points. But what are you gonna do? If that's the only problem with the show, then we're just being picky.
Yeah. Don't hit Mike that hard, man. Jeez. You do the audio, you know that.
Yep.
So I guess we're gonna switch gears.
Cut all this out. I'm not even. What's going on? You're not gonna blame me.
Dude, what was that?
I put the darkness into it.
You did. When you were
Fucking 8-finger. Anyway, so check out Ahsoka and Loki, and both great shows. Even if you're not into that stuff, they're great shows. You'll have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch Ahsoka, you just have to watch 4 years worth of cartoons.
Right? I mean,
probably in your 30s if you're like us, which is questionable.
Well, I was in my 20s.
Yeah, well, mine bled into my 30s.
It took me 2 years to convince you to ever give that show a chance.
Yeah, this is true, because you were telling me as a grown man to watch cartoons. And not even good quality cartoons. They were very early computer animation cartoons.
Yeah, we're referencing the Clone Wars series on Disney Plus.
But worth it in the end. Probably, if I could do it again, probably should have watched the abridged version. But there's even the filler episodes are good just to get the idea of the universe. They really paint a good picture of how big the Star Wars universe is. In those.
I mean, you said it, but we're talking about over 200 episodes.
That's like 250.
Yeah. And how long were the episodes? 45 minutes? 30 minutes?
I think they're all 23, 24,
Yeah.
but still, it's...
And we're talking about master storytellers between George Lucas and Dave Filoni. And so those 25 minutes a lot of times felt like an hour and a half.
Right, well, the theme, or like the structure that they would do is... It seemed like every 3 episodes were like their own like series.
It got that way. It did get that way later on. Yeah,
so
right.
it was like 3 23-minute episodes ended up being like an hour to watch like a full story complete.
Right.
Which I dug.
Yeah.
It was a cool format, and the Clone Wars are awesome, man. Like I wish they did that live action, but
Me too. Which they still might someday. You never know at this point.
yeah,
I mean, the fact is,
they probably will.
yeah, they probably will. The Clone Wars series essentially follows Ahsoka from the day that she met Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, to the end of the end of the Clone Wars when Anakin Skywalker, her master and kind of father-brother figure, obviously turns to the dark side and becomes Darth Vader. And that's where it ends. Now that's like hundreds of hours to get to that point. And then after that...
It's like season 6 out of 7, and every season is 40 episodes.
Facts. And then after that, they essentially gave the keys to Dave Filoni. George Lucas took a backseat to Dave Filoni's Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, which was another cartoon, another one that you had to watch.
Another 4 seasons of 25 episodes each.
Yeah,
100.
but a completely different experience.
Completely different. So, like, the way I saw it, leaving Clone Wars was tough, man. Like, you're in the middle of Clone Wars and you're like, I can't wait till this is over. God, like, how many more episodes? Let me just... Next week I'll have, 75 left, and then...
you would get to a point where you would be like, all right, how many episodes do I have left until we're back to following Ahsoka? Because it would just follow random characters elsewhere, and you wouldn't have Ahsoka or Obi-Wan or Anakin in the episodes for like 4 episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, there was some episode they'd follow R2-D2 around. There would be no dialogue. The whole episode would just be beeping.
Man.
The droid episodes.
That would test you. Those episodes, their purpose were to test your will. How badly do you want to see more of the show?
But then it ends, and you're like, damn, man. You feel like you're leaving a piece of yourself behind. Because like you got so into that world. Like for me, it took about, I think, 1.5 years or 2 years to watch all of Clone Wars.
Yeah, for me it was like at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Could not have been that.
I'm exaggerating.
I think it was like a couple months, but it was way quicker than that.
It took quite a while.
And then you move on to Rebels, and you're like, I'm kind of miss the Clone Wars, man. Like Ahsoka,
none of the characters,
Anakin. But Rebels is like it feels like a true reboot of Star Wars, and it makes me excited about the future. Whereas Clone Wars is so much like revisiting the old story, and
at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen in Clone Wars.
Exactly. Order 66 is coming. You know Anakin's going to become Darth Vader.
Right. And all of these clones who you now know, despite the fact of them all looking exactly the same, are all going to turn their backs on the Jedi and kill them all.
Right. I remember like watching like an early episode in Clone Wars with you. You're like, oh, that's Rex. And I'm like, how the hell do you know the clones? They all look alike.
There's 5s.
You'll know them all. Yeah, there's 99.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man. Great experience. Rebels is more so, a reboot of the series, more so for adults, and obviously now we know Rebels, is canon and the origin of the driving forces in the universe right now, and for the foreseeable future. The plans for Star Wars pretty much revolve around Dave Filoni's creations, including Rebels.
Right. I'm more excited about what's coming with the Rebels and the Mando stuff in the future than I was about like the old Star Wars stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Like with the Vader and Sidious and all that.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars is in a really good place, and it's funny because like a couple years ago, it was the opposite for me, where MCU I thought had such a brighter future.
True.
And I was way more excited about that, and then they just completely switched places now. For me, it's Star Wars all the way.
I'm with you on that whole thing.
I didn't even grow up like a big Star Wars fan. I was a comic book person. So this is like a big deal for me.
I was big into Star Wars, but I'm with you. Marvel is in a rut right now, but the rut was bound to happen. Infinity War and Endgame couldn't be matched, and it couldn't be maintained. There was no chance. And just the story arc and how it had to work is they had to dip a little bit. There had to be a bit of a dip. I mean, you can't take all of your leading actors and characters and cut them out and expect all the numbers and viewership to remain the same. You just can't do that.
I don't care about numbers and viewership. I just mean quality. Like the new characters they brought in to replace people were not as good.
Fair enough, but I mean even quality of plot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, but even if you're writing it, what are you going to do if you just lost Iron Man, Captain America, all these characters?
They made some questionable decisions in terms of who they brought in my opinion. You could have brought in different superheroes, but instead they dabbled a lot in the like alternative versions or partners of current superheroes, like Hawkeye's daughter, friend, whatever, like his protege, Lady Thor. Like the Miss Marvel.
Niche characters. Niche.
Yeah, or like spin-offs in a way. And it's like where's the Silver Surfer, man? Well,
again, and that's why I'm my faith is still in Marvel, because we know that they're doing big things with Deadpool. We know that we're going to be getting X-Men, Fantastic Four. All of that's going to be happening now.
Yeah,
and they're working it behind the scenes.
Sure, absolutely,
but this dark age in Marvel has been dark. I'm with you. But Miss Marvel was good. You didn't watch that, and you forgot to mention it for Marvel shows. Miss Marvel was actually pretty good. I think you would enjoy it a lot. It is the closest thing to a Spider-Man feature that you'll get, next to Spider-Man.
Okay. Well,
really, truly. I mean that.
We'll see.
Yeah. You see, Tim has a problem with brown people. It's Islamophobia, and it started around 2001. You want to talk about that today?
No.
Okay. Well.
I don't have anything against them. Yeah, I can't really get excited about Miss Marvel when Captain Marvel was ass. Then you're like, oh yeah, here's a 13-year-old girl.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Just like Miss Marvel.
Fair enough. I enjoyed Miss Marvel way more than Captain Marvel.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna dig it. For real, more than the other ones.
Dude, we left out so many, like Moon Knight. Remember Moon Knight?
Yeah, of course I remember Moon Knight.
Remember when Moon Knight was all we had?
Remember the hippo?
Yeah, we had to get excited about Moon Knight every week.
I know.
I was out early on Moon Knight, but I finished it. Hated it.
You should really watch Miss Marvel,
Dude, where is Shang-Chi, man? Shang-Chi could save this whole thing, man. That was...
Oh, he's going to be around, believe me.
Yeah, better be. Well, Matthew Perry died.
I was there for you.
I sent you the meme of it was him in the water fountain shooting water up, and it said, "So no one told you that it was gonna be this way." Yeah, sad.
It's very sad. Yeah, we covered it up with humor. But it's very sad.
Pour one out from that, but
And my money was on Joey. Honestly, I had $10 on Josie in the first.
I had what's her name? Courtney Cox, man.
Oh yeah, with a surgery complication.
Yeah, she's bound to die from a boob job, or I'm just gonna pull her lips too far back.
Or, man, honestly, well, the tempting choice was Ross by suicide.
Yeah, but you know, he did have Band of Brothers.
Yeah,
So
which
I think that kept it.
Which he was a little bitchin'. He was a little bitch.
Yeah, he's always.
He was the worst. He was the worst.
He's in Entourage too. Very good in Entourage.
Was he? Oh yeah, he was, and he was a dick.
Yeah, he played Dick.
Yeah, like with the Napoleonic complex.
Yeah, I respect him for that though.
Yeah, but a lot of actors went that route. Like Dinklage went that route on Entourage.
Yeah. You know, that means you can laugh at yourself, so respect.
Yeah, true, fair enough.
But yeah, so with Matthew Perry, I read. I want to say it's Gwyneth Paltrow. Could be wrong. Who's like the weird hippy dippy actress that like
Goop with the pussy candles. And shit.
Yeah, that one.
Goop.
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, she's our girl.
So
Pepper. You're talking about Pepper, my friend.
Right. Yes.
Better watch your tongue.
From Iron Man. So she posted on Instagram like you know, in memorandum thing of Matthew Perry, and it was like, I can't believe what the news today. You know, you were such a great friend. We met on the set of whatever. You know, you always had my back. We could always talk. We hooked up.
Whoa.
She just slipped. We hooked up in like the middle of this paragraph about it.
Interesting.
Which, dude, Matthew Perry, dude, props to you, man. From beyond the grave, you got people bragging.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I hooked up with Chandler.
Yeah. Dude, but little did they know.
I'm talking about the rapper Little Danae.
Little did they know. Chandler couldn't handle. Never mind. Let's move on from that.
I always thought they'd find him hanging from the chandelier.
Oh, dude. You had to make that joke, huh? I held back. But it was good. Chandelier, that's funny.
Anyway, in the notes here it says Kardashian nipples. That's your notes.
Yeah, man. So in the news this week, Kim Kardashian has like a underwear line.
Oh yeah,
for ladies.
Yeah, Skims Kardashian, right?
Something like that, and
her boyfriend Skeet.
The new bras aren't like typical bras where they're flush. They actually have a nipple bump like built in.
No way.
Yeah. And now it's a big debate.
So girls want guys to think that their nipples are shown when they're not.
I suppose.
I'm understanding that correctly. Okay.
Or that it adds to the female form and gives them confidence, and that's a beautiful thing. I support it 100%.
Who's it for? That was my question.
Us.
It's for us.
It's for us.
They're tricking us.
Well, no, but the more people are fond of it, the more confidence they gain from it, and that's the point of it, ain't it?
Is it for girls with weird nipples though? Like,
so that's my only
the long.
Let's not go down
National
that road.
Geographic ones.
Oh my god, man! Come on.
The ones that look like others.
Have some decency.
They kind of like droop down.
I say
They have
decent.
like a flop to them.
Yeah, like the nose of the Sesame Street character, the blue one.
Snuffleupagus.
No, like
Gonzo.
Sure. Well, yeah, either one.
Yeah.
I've seen both.
Gonzo nipples.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
or Snuffleupagus nipples. I've seen both.
Some snuffies.
Some snuffies. No, but that was probably not a good conversation to have. But regardless,
There's nipples, man.
Yeah.
Your mom would not like that.
no,
Should be mortified.
we shouldn't be judgmental of people's nipples. They're born with them.
I'm not judging that. I'm just saying nipples are like penises, man. They're different.
Okay, so all right, I'm glad you went down this road, and here we are. So since we're here,
If a girl said I had National Geographic cock, I would be like, all right, thank you.
it's not the same. It's not the
She
same.
said I had some flop to my cock, I would be happy.
Okay, but if you said to a girl, you have National Geographic nipples, how do you think that would go? Or National Geographic tits?
It depends.
Okay,
It depends if it's true or not.
what if the girl is African American?
A little different.
Is it?
A little different.
Funny how in your mind the girl was automatically white.
Generally, yeah. I mean, I've never been with an African American woman, so it doesn't.
Alright,
come
I'm
to
gonna cut that
imagination.
out. I'm just gonna cut that out. You shouldn't admit that on.
Not that I
sure.
wouldn't. It's just the opportunity never presented itself. So I understand they're all different, man.
Okay, well, since we went down this path, let me ask you. What's your nipple preference? Like on a perfect.
See, I don't. That's shaming nipples. Saying
Well, no,
preference.
you brought us here,
I like all the nipples.
so you like Gonzo nipples.
I like them all.
So you like Gonzo nipples. Say it in a full sentence.
I like them all. Yeah. I don't discriminate when it comes to the nip.
Dude,
I think it should be free. That's why I'm confused here.
What if-
There was this whole free the nipple movement where it was like, don't wear a bra, which I support. That's great. It has to be uncomfortable to wear that. Seriously.
Yeah, I support it too. Seriously.
That like bar that like probably digs into your rib.
Yeah,
cage
get
all the
rid
time.
of it. Get rid of it. Burn.
So if we're freeing the nipple, then why are we putting fake nipples then showing? That's not freeing the nipple. That's
Because people like you exist who have a preference
I don't
for
know.
Gonzo
Yeah,
nipples.
you were about to say, what's your preference?
Yeah, because
You have a
you were alluding to there being Gonzo nipples and Snuffleupagus nipples, and you were literally disgusted. I could see you were pale and ready to get sick as you were discussing
I'm just
it.
saying, there's Gonzo nipples and then there's tiny little cute perfect nipples.
There's only two kinds of nipples then?
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Listen, there are translucent nipples. There's nipples that just don't exist.
I'm absolutely kidding. There's an infinite number of types of nipples.
Have you ever seen the infected nipples? Not because they look infected, but because they're infecting the entire body. Like the nipples have just taken over.
Oh, right.
Just like 88% of the titty is nipple. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, and sometimes they there's no defined boundary.
You don't know where the nipple ends.
You don't
and the
know.
titty
It just kind of
begins.
blends into
Yeah.
the rest.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, is their whole body nipple?
Yeah, you're like,
technically?
am I just licking your chest right now, or is this still part of the nipple? Am I still?
Do you feel this up here when I look? I support all types of nipples, and they're things that we all have.
Why do you sound like a politician now?
Because I want to get every type of nipples vote. Okay.
Yeah, true. I mean, I don't want to alienate or polarize any kinds of nipples. The answer for why the nipple is now built into the bra, okay, I don't have, but I can assume it's because there is.
Because some girls
According to them.
cockeyed, right?
According to them, there's a prime nipple region. That there's a prime
Right.
nipple shape, and
It should be pointing forward.
they should be right, and so think about it this way, right?
See, that's
Like an 85-year-old granny is going to throw one of them on. In actuality, her nipple is facing inward. I mean, it's down and in. It's facing her belly button. Okay, but when she puts them on, there's a little bump right here, right in front, that makes her look like
exactly.
she's got some perkins.
So some people it might look like they have 4 nipples if
If it
It's
points
like
through.
pointing.
Oh yeah, if it gets away.
Yeah, you got like the brow
If
one.
it gets
and yours comes out.
Wow,
Over
that'll look weird. Oof. I want to see it though.
It's gonna look like a dog.
I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, more nipples the better.
Yeah, but I don't like being deceived also. So
Exactly.
I am on that side with you where I at least don't want to be surprised. You know, don't surprise me. Like, I'm not going to wear pants with a built-in bulge.
Right, exactly.
Or like a built-in like dick line.
Yeah, but you know, it's girls.
Although,
Girls do some things to alter their image, and you know we have to appreciate to some degree.
dude, pants with a built-in dick line though, we could probably make some money off that, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, basically like sheath, but we pre-stuff like a sock in there.
Yeah, it's built in.
Yeah.
You just put them on, and it looks like you got a hog. And then nobody can get mad because they got the nipples.
Call them hog briefs. Hog Hanes. Yeah, dude, let's get the kids into Vietnam and start making them. What the hell are we waiting for? It sounds like $1 million idea.
That's true. We'd be better off though if one of us just married a Vietnamese girl and then just had a lot of kids and just use them here.
Get on it.
Yeah, we should just start doing that. No, that's wrong. That's a joke. That's
Why would it be a busboy, man?
just because I feel like there might be some people out there who think maybe it's not a joke. Maybe it's a good idea to just marry a Vietnamese woman
To manufacture clothing for you. For your business.
to have children that will do that. Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
we don't support that, man. We don't. So you have to retract that initiative statement, though, please. And thank you. So anyway, I mean, enough about Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, let's move on from that.
Did you read the story about this guy? He's been in the news now for at least a year. He's, I want to say, like a 45 to 50-year-old billionaire. And whoever knows how he made his money, doesn't matter, like technology, whatever.
Mark Wahlberg?
No, I don't know. He's like a no-name guy. But his sole focus now, like I don't think he does any business anymore. He's just living off his money, and all of his money is going into one thing and one thing only, and that is to reverse his age. And
Oh no, dude. Are you about to give me a conspiracy theory?
No.
Listen, Art. If we're about
we're not talking about Team Blood today.
dude, if we're about to go down that path, okay, I want you to know I'm not part of the same groups that you're a part of. Okay.
No, I don't belong to any groups at all. I'm an independent.
You're a big Pizzagate guy.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
You're on 8chan. Give me a break. No, you actually just eat Chan. That was a fat joke. Anyway, this guy is dedicated to reversing his age, and he claims that he's like biologically like a 22-year-old college kid.
yeah, because has it been transfusions?
So he's been doing some very questionable things. Yes, I think he has been like doing dialysis with young people's blood to get their stem cells and plasmas and stuff. And he does look freaky, man. He looks really weird. So there was a story in the New York Post this week that said that he has a son, and his son said that his dad's penis looks 15 years younger than his true age.
What the fuck?
And that was the headline, which was that.
How old's his son?
I don't know, like 20, like the age that like his dad wants to look.
What the fuck?
I just want to know how the son knows that.
Oh man,
Are they still showering together?
that was honestly my first question. But you said he's not a child. He's not a young child.
Oh no.
He's a grown ass man.
Yeah. He's at least in high school. Yeah.
Well, my other theory, because we know that he's a billionaire, right? If they were poor, then my money would be on shower. But because they're billionaires, my money is on that they just be fucking around each other. You know, like they have these crazy parties with like all these hot models, and they're all wearing masquerade masks, and they're all just
eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide shut. 2 guys, 100 women.
Yeah.
Shady lighting. You know, congressmen
Like that.
watching.
Like that. I really like what you've been doing with your dick. It looks really younger now.
Oh, you think so, son? Well, I've been doing those treatments.
Right. What were those treatments again?
Hold on, son. I have to come.
Am I gonna have a half brother now?
You just might, son. You just might. I'm feeling pretty young, and these nuts are feeling pretty young.
I came in 3 seconds. I'm just soft right now.
Then why are you still watching, son? What the hell? You're just sitting there talking about my dick?
I'm trying to watch, Dad. I'm trying to pick up some pointers.
Son, this is getting weird. Hold on, I'm going to come again. Don't look at me, son.
Dad, why do you keep coming when you're talking to me? I just want to be 22. We had a debate this week for politics. Who cares? Bunch of losers.
Yeah, but they're your losers.
Yeah, I can't even watch it though, man. It's like watching preseason football. It's like cool. Like that guy's playing well, but you know it means nothing. He's not going to get any playing time when it matters.
Like fucking Christie?
Yeah, exactly. We all know Trump's the starting quarterback. Christie's on the practice squad.
He's just getting some throws.
Yeah, exactly. He's just
Not even. They're just getting runs.
he's playing in the inter-squad scrimmage, and Trump's sitting it out so he doesn't get hurt. Like, it's fucking boring, man.
Yeah, I mean, plus no Republicans are watching.
I just want...
Y'all are just waiting on Twitter or X for Trump's next message.
He's not coming back. He's been dropping some truths out there. He ain't coming back to X, but...
Tell us about some of the truths that he's been dropping.
I can't. I'm talking about truth social posts. I'm
sorry.
I'm not saying they're all truths necessarily, but what I need, but I don't think it's going to happen, sadly, is Biden versus Trump debates round whatever it's going to be for.
That would be the dream.
I just think if we're going to have to go through this whole rigmarole of, watching these 2 80-year-old battle it out again, we at least need to get some debates. We at least deserve some entertainment. And there's nothing more entertaining than Trump debating a now senile man who's probably going to be hopped up on amphetamines again.
Yeah.
To get that edge like he did last time. He took it to Trump one time, but
yeah.
The first one, Trump just, dude, it was hilarious.
And Biden, as of late, has been showing signs of being back on drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
He's starting to be a little sharper.
We gotta space it out. We'll just start giving it to him a year before.
Once every 3 times he's public, give him the medicine.
Yeah, exactly. He's just wired up on. They probably give him like Coca-Cola. That's probably like speed to him at this age.
By Coca-Cola, you mean cocaine, right? There's evidence.
That's his son.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. Something's got to keep that man going because he ain't doing it for himself.
I think you're not gonna.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I think you turned the mic off when you hit my phone earlier.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Did I really?
Yeah. Because it wasn't recording. So how much time do you have on the... I only have 21 minutes of audio.
That says an hour and 10.
Yeah. The whole thing might be fucked. Is what it is.
It's gonna happen. Maybe I'll adjust some of the audio and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Plus, who knows who did it, right?
Nah, because...
Dude, dust it for Prince. Let's check the film. We got VAR.
You can't see it.
He just went.
Fucking hit the pause button.
Remember that happened? All this shit just happened.
Dude, I don't care what your fucking code is. Can you just put your code?
No. Fucking weird, dude. It's fucking 420.
Well, it's fine. I'll use the audio from that, honestly, for those parts.
All right, then. Right?
Yeah, dude, you're in charge of audio, man. This is the second time that our audio has gotten fucked up.
Dude, my phone is the phone that's used for notes. So like,
yeah, you're the audio and notes guy.
That's a lot harder than setting up a phone and letting it sit there.
It's a lot of work, okay?
That was messed up in the first episode, so we're fucking even,
kidding.
man.
I'm just kidding, it's fine. Let's just, finish this episode strong. We got this, team. I really, up until about 3 seconds ago, was hoping you were lying and joking.
All right, girls, let's just put on our big girl pants and smile our way through this.
That's right. We got this.
So we fucked up the audio again.
It's okay, but luckily we fixed the audio just in time for. Cigarette time in America. Ooh, cigarette. Yeah, and Cigarette Time in America is brought to you today by.
Did you have something in mind here? Frank, do you have the sponsors? What the hell, man? Who's the sponsor? You didn't put it in the drawer? The draw?
Oh, I got it ready. Foot tambourine. Are you a female Christian surfer who likes to go out and surf around sharks?
Didn't she lose a foot? Oh, is that right? That makes sense.
How's it going, Tim?
Good, how's it going with you?
Nothing new is good.
You're not a fan of change?
Okay.
I've had too much change.
We could all use a little change.
I'm happy with stability right now.
Well, the years, start running and they don't stop.
Coming.
Yeah.
That's profound.
Drop to the floor and
You hit the ground running.
it didn't make sense not to live for fun.
Your brain gets smart and your head gets dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah, there's so much to do.
So much to say.
Right here in the garage.
Yep.
There's a lot we're going to do out there in the world.
Nah.
No, but what's wrong with taking the back streets,
You never know if you don't go.
No.
You never shine.
There's
you don't
a
glow.
song.
Hey now,
You're an all-star.
you're a rock star.
Go play.
Get your game on.
There it is.
So, I guess you're filming.
You're our guest.
I'm your guest.
You're not talking much. It's
Welcome to the show.
all right. It's like pulling teeth.
Oh, jeez. Could you pull a few because they broke?
Oh no.
Okay, we are recording.
And it's
So
too
I don't want.
expensive to go to the dentist.
You gotta get some Aura gel.
Dude, don't tell my mom to go order Joe. Okay, it calls my mom.
So did you see the bee that was in my car?
No.
The European hornets.
It's a big bee.
It's a murder hornet.
Yeah, but it's European, so it's still smaller than the American one.
Anyway, this bee, I found it in the car. And then I picked it up with some tissues and threw it on the side of the driveway because I wanted somebody else to see the bee because I thought nobody would believe me about this. Meantime, my friend posed. She lives on a farm. She got stung in the throat by European hornet. Things like that.
a BB.
I've been saying we got to keep the Europeans out for years.
Illegal European bee immigrants.
Yeah, you don't want them. They're not good.
You have to now build a giant hive or bee screen. And you have to be diligent.
Yeah. You gotta believe in the process.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta have something.
Mm-mm.
You got nothing, Matt. Come on.
I said the first one. Nobody called it.
They should all be processed.
Yep. And they should be deported back to the hive they came from.
They belong to their own.
Yeah. And Muslims should only be able to have children with other Muslims.
What? Talking about bees.
That is not unbelievable. Be at peace.
Behave yourself.
You know, we'll have outer space bees.
Space bees.
I think this whole episode is shot.
Dude, it's either going to be the worst or best episode
I
ever.
think it's the worst.
Let's finish it out, okay?
But everybody needs to feel like they belong.
Yeah. Amen.
Shut up, dude.
Hell yeah.
Pick your nose on camera.
And now, coming to the stage with a joke, Matt.
Ever notice how the worst part of every school shooting happens in the library? I'm just saying, I think it's about time we do something about these books.
Yeah, the books are the problem.
The books are the problem, man. Thinking we blame books. There we go.
Very logical. Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
C is the only constant. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim with a joke.
I feel like blind people's toes gotta hurt. I don't know. That's it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's it.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah. That's a good joke.
Yeah,
All right. Thanks for joining us again. It's been Hey Man, Listen Man. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tim.
Live life. Don't let it live you. Did you throw me gang something? Told you something.